EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From TPC Scottsdale, it's the opening round of the Arizona Classic. We've got a full field ready to get rolling on this Thursday as we get a look at the early leaderboard. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. We're here at the par 4 first, and Frank, what's the best play?
Off the championship tee, it's going to take a big drive to carry that bunker, so you're going to have to be a little right of it or perhaps short. But just over 400 yards, a rather modest length par 4, and certainly a great chance to get off with a birdie.
So no fairway to start, but no reason to panic either, Frank.
Oh, no pitches on the scorecard, Rich. Just see what he can do on the hole. Could have just done with a little bit more for breakfast. Just a little short. Maybe I'm being harsh. It was a good shot.
7 feet now for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1, and he will very quickly move to 1 under par. On to the second, a 442-yard par 4. Longer hitters can try and take advantage of the downslope 285 yards off the tee, but that brings those 2 deep fairway bunkers on the right into play. And this round starting off strong after the birdie at the first. This in the fairway at number 2. Frank, what makes this downhill shot a little trickier in terms of club selection and setup?
Because of the nature of the downhill, that ball's just going to come out a little lower. So you've got to take that into consideration. It might run a little more on the back end. And that's a good approach shot too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
This one measures out to 15 feet. just going to sneak on by. Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. You know where we are because you can look to the right. We're in the desert. You want to keep it out of that. If you do, with a good tee shot, absolutely a chance to get home in 2 and maybe jumpstart the round with an eagle 3. Is starting up the right side. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll remain at 1 under par. Arriving now at the first par 3 at TPC Scottsdale, 183-yard fourth. Slightly uphill with an elevated green that is tough to see from the tee. Bunkers guarded short, right, and left. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. A 6-footer now for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4 Obviously in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark, 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
The 5th always plays one of the most difficult holes at TPC Scottsdale, so finding the fairway gives you the green light to go ahead and try and make a 3.
Not sure what happened there. Wrong club selection or execution. Regardless, a lot of meat still on that bone. That's a high-quality shot right there. Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here at the 5th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's being stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart? Oh, I'd like to see that one again.
So after a well-placed drive, this his second from short range. Okay, on the putting surface, but work to do from there. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this one might need a little bit extra encouragement, Rich, to make it up this slope, but all in all, not too difficult to putt.
nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll remain right where he is. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
Oh, this one is tracking. It's not a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. And he's got it to 3 under now. Just 2 back. Up next, the 475-yard par 4 8th. It's a slight dog leg left. Ideally, you want to shape a right to left shot to catch a downslope on the fairway. But watch out for the 2 bunkers on the left. Par from there would be a big ask. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. From the fairway, Nota, this his second.
Left himself with 155. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
Perhaps a little too ambitious on that approach shot, trying to get it to spin that much from behind the flag. Still, outside chance for birdie.
Here just before the turn. That's birdies now at 7 and 8. And he's going to move to 4 under par. Just 1 shot off the top spot. Rounding out the front 9 with a par 4 of 453 yards from the back tee. Looks to be straight away here, Frank. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, that bunker, there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. There is now 1, and it also pinches into the fairway, which almost makes this hole look like a faint dogleg right. But really, the best line is still down the left side, so it still actually suits a draw off the tee. Green is slightly elevated and not very deep too, so judging that second shot, getting the right club is essential here at 9.
From the fairway, we check in with Nota.
Fairway at the 9th, one of the widest on the golf course, so ball easily finds the fairway. Now can take dead aim at this whole location to this narrow green.
Oh, this could be good.
Well, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
This from about 10 feet. Nothing to it. Well done. It's a birdie here at the ninth. And that is going to win the books as a 30 on the front side, 5 under par. Par 4, 10th hole. And Frank, do you think players should consider cutting the corner over that large bunker along the right side?
Well, in years gone by, Rich, that's exactly what they were starting to do. And consequently, they've sort of put in a few new bunkers really to stop that avenue or access into 10. Really, the easiest way to play it is just play it down the left side, leave yourself in. If you want to be brave, be prepared that if you miss, you'll find a bunker.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee. From the fairway, Iona, this his second.
The number is 129, all the way to the flag stick. The pin up front in the right-hand corner of the green.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Safely in. It's a par here at the 10th. And he'll stay at 5 under. Heading now to what most consider the most challenging and intimidating hole at TPC Scottsdale, the 472-yard par 4 11. Water protecting the entire left side of the hole, so both distance and precision are required. A drive down the right side is ideal. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Great tee shot here at the 11th. Now has a chance to go at the hole location on the left half of the green, but have to be concerned about the water that wraps around the backside.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Chance now for another birdie. got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, well done. It is a par here at 11, and he'll stay right where he is. Well, 16 at TPC Scottsdale is the most famous, but maybe the most beautiful part here of the golf course is right here at the 12th with that peninsula green and water all down the right side and the two deep bunkers protecting the left. This is an excellent par 3. Yeah, that's a good spot to be on the front portion of the green with a birdie putt coming up.
He'll have 17 feet on this putt.
You betcha. What a roll there. That is in for a birdie. This is where the excitement really kicks in at TPC Scottsdale. The 13th hole is a par 5 at 558 yards. It is a wonderful driving hole. There's water, there's desert on the right. You have the mesquite trees and a big bunker on the left. If you can drive the ball straight here, keep it out of that trouble, well, then you absolutely have a chance to get home in 2 and maybe make an eagle. Now this for another birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And the lead is now 2 here on day 1. Par 4 14th, Frank. It seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony, and a great result in the fairway.
Well, that breeze is coming pretty hard from the right. Did a great job of controlling the shot against it. Maybe a little too pumped up there. That just flew past the flag, but still an outside chance for a birdie.
Nope. No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And the lead's going to remain 2. All right, Frank, now the fun begins. We are teed up at the par 5 15th hole. Plenty to talk about here.
Yeah, the fairway down the left side is anything other than straight. It's more like a shipwreck, the raggedness of it. And that water in play, well, if you do find one on the fairway, you can sort of always wave across to the people that are walking down the 11th hole. Find the fairway, you can reach this par 5 and 2. A little bit of an island-looking green there, bunker on the left, and also another bunker just short right. But a fairway missed here. Well, you can rack up 5, 6, 7. You've seen all sorts of scores here at 15.
That's up the left side. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Good shot right there, and it just hangs on that back portion of the green. On board into par 5, still a good chance to get out of here with a birdie. Tell you what, lag putting, such an underrated part of the game, and that is well done there. And that one finished off. It's a birdie here at 15. He stretches the lead to 3 with 3 to play here in this opening round. Well, here we are at the 16th hole, looking at just over 160 yards. Doesn't seem all that daunting, Frank. But 160 yards with 20,000 people, horned into a little stadium in the desert, that makes it a different story.
It certainly is. This was one hole too where Tom Watson would send his caddy forward. He would stay back by 15. His caddy would get his yardage. Watson would simply walk on the tee. His caddy would give him the club. He would not go through his normal routine. He would simply just head away. It was one hole that he never wanted to think about. It might look simple, but it's what the player feels.
Off the back of the green, but it shouldn't be too bad from back there. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. That's how to get the crowd back on your side. Hole out in front of the masses at 16. Well, these short, drivable par 4s are all the rage in golf, but the designers here at TPC Scottsdale, Jay Morrish and Tom Weiskopf, were really ahead of the curve. This was one of the first, and it still remains one of the best. Short par 4s in the game, all about risk and reward. Oh no. Oh, coming off the birdie at 16, looking for a strong finish, possibly an eagle here at 17, but those hopes dashed. It is into the water. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll maintain that 4-shot lead. What an outstanding finishing hole here at TPC Scottsdale. Not overly long, but it is challenging. At 442 yards, this par 4 is all about strategy. You can challenge the lake on the left if you're one of the bigger hitters, cut the corner of the Church Pew bunkers. That leaves you with just a flip wedge in. Or you can take the safe route. Just go down the right side of the fairway. isn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. A back right hole location here as he gets set for his second to the par 4. Those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Listen, where's the turn? That didn't move nearly as much as he anticipated. Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And this is going to drop that lead down to 3 shots. So our featured golfer definitely dialed in here for day number 1, 3 shots better than anyone else in the field.
I know Rome wasn't built in a day, but that opening round, that certainly laid a very good foundation.
So for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.